Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you all here. Welcome Kirdan and all the others lurking in the background. Yeah, today we have a little surprise, a little change of pace, at least for a short amount of time. Today we check out the Resident Evil Village Demo that I think was available in Europe today. But I think in the US store you could get it yesterday already, I'm not sure how the releasing schedule there works exactly, but something like this. So I also need to find out if you have sound on stream. It might be an important detail, right? So far there is no sound, and you should not hear it. It looks though it is on the right channel though. If I activate this, deactivate this, you should hear clicking sounds. I hope that is the case. Oh, Andres is here, welcome too. So yeah, like I said, as a little change of pace, today we play a different game. Isn't that fantastic? A different one from Cyberpunk, but bad news for all the people probably don't liking Cyberpunk too much. I will continue playing that today too, because the demo is only around... demo is only around, what is it, 30 minutes or so. So it probably is a short little thing there. Subtitles, of course, we turn on. Audio output device, TV, surround sound, headphones. That would fit to us better, I think. Voice language is English. Display language is English too, which is good. I hope it works. There is a certain detail. If you want to download it in the German PlayStation Store, it's on PlayStation 4 Pro, by the way. If you wanted to download that, you have to have PlayStation Now, and I think that has to do with use protection law reasons in Germany, which is stupid that you need like a paid subscription for a demo or a beta or whatever. It makes no sense at all, but yeah. There's some weird laws in some countries in place that make no sense at all. However, I have a PlayStation. I don't have PlayStation Now, of course, because I rarely use my PlayStation. It doesn't. Is it PlayStation Now? No, it's called different. It's PlayStation Plus. Sorry, my mistake. The subscription is called PlayStation Now. Is the streaming service, I think. PlayStation Plus is the thing. However, I don't have it, but I have a US store account, and there I can just download it for free without a subscription. So I did this, but this is I logged in again to my what is it called, my German account, and as a prioritize screen resolution, prioritize frame rate, of course. Yeah. Adjust while facing head on. I think that's not a good idea. On my screen, I would have to put it like this. But I think that's not a good idea, so we just let it here. Don't care about the things like, yeah, brightness, lightness. We can adjust this in the game, I think. Oh, I have to read this? Oh. Yeah, very slowly. We read the stuff. I don't read it. It's just whatever. So yeah, sound is there, right, chat? Okay. That is a trailer. Yeah, there's another 60 demo coming out. The problem is this is a trailer. Why is it not the demo? Maybe the demo is not available yet? It should be at 7 PM, so it should be available. So maybe we have technical difficulties. Maybe I have to switch to the PlayStation thing. Nice, there's a bot again. Sounds okay, good. You can make it louder if you want.
We're almost there.
Rose, where are you?
Hello. If there are
Nice. There's a Ben. This May. Yeah, that was the recent story trailer they showed.
Oh no. They're coming.
I already saw it on YouTube. But why can't I just click on play the demo? That's weird.
Monsters. Tell me what is going on around here.
It doesn't make any sense.
I got the dates wrong.
Mother Miranda has always protected us.
You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
How fascinating. This woman is 3 meters tall or something. That sometimes makes very weird perspectives, in my
Your
opinion.
entire village? All that's left? There is no one left. We can bust out with this.
Lycans and gentlemen, we thank you for waiting. And now let the games begin.
There is no safe. Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half. Tomorrow we'll all be dead.
No, let me go!
Chris, what the hell?
That's a large fish in the trailer.
Why?
Ethan Winters.
Mr. Winter. Ethan Winters.
Poor Ethan.
Ethan Winters. Welcome.
The biggest criticism I have about this game is that it is right now on Steam. If I would pre-order it, which I won't,
Stay the fuck down!
I gotta say, I'm
it's
surprised you made it this
it's 80 euros, which is, in my
far.
opinion,
Something happened to you
very
now.
expensive.
You killed Mia. Now do me and finish the job.
There's no reason for it to be it being $80. Yeah, that's really expensive, like 80 euros. I don't know, that's $92 to $96 or so, just for the normal version of the game. And it's on Steam. Usually the argument... Okay, what do I have to do to start it? Maybe it doesn't work because I downloaded the US thing, so maybe we have to switch to the other account to play it. Wait a moment. Let me just think briefly. It takes, of course, a moment. We just log to the other account. Maybe I should have done this from the start. It's really unfortunate. So, yeah, but at least we saw the trailer. Yeah, 80 euros is, in my opinion, too expensive. Sony announced that PlayStation games should become more expensive. Like they wanted to establish the 80 euro for PlayStation 5 games, which I dislike. I have to admit, it's, in my opinion, very expensive for a game. On the other side, when you release on PlayStation, a share, I don't know, 10, 15 euros or whatever, goes to Sony every time we release. But I want to buy it on Steam, and there's it's not the case. So they're just banking on this release, which in my opinion is not a cool move. Switch user. Let's log to my other account. Let's hope it works better there. Oh, RV Kitty is here. Welcome. Nice to have you here. I hope you people are all doing well. And yeah, well, I just had to restart the game, so probably have to do the configuration process again. Speed tree, they use speed tree. That's a tool, I think, to plant woods and so on in the game, in some of the engines. Headphone, subtitles, okay. Continue with these settings, yes. Prioritize frame rate. Only stream at 1080p. Feel like should do. When we go a bit brighter and a bit darker. Till the left disappears. Well, the left is already disappeared. I don't see it. Oh, we have to do this again. So yeah, I think that's really expensive for games, and I don't know why it's so expensive on PC. What does it? Okay, it doesn't work. Is the demo already over, chat? Did I miss something? Now I teased it and I thought, okay, we could just play the demo. But I can't press anything. Gameplay demo. Okay, let me check the dates again. I was pretty sure... Wasn't it today? Did I read the dates so wrong? Chat, does somebody know, has info on this? Then we just have to play Cyberpunk again. Oh no. Oh, that's really... It would be unfortunate. Why is it... I don't get it. I really don't. Let me just check it. The showcase. Europe. April 18th at 7 PM to April 19th, 3 AM CST. I don't get it. Am I in the wrong year? And what from when is this post? April 15th. We have April 2021, right? Today's the 18th of April, if I'm not totally mistaken. And it's 7 PM pass. It's not the 19th yet. Maybe because I have the North America version of it. Oh boy, that would be the most annoying thing on earth. That would be impressively annoying. Like, why is it such a short amount? Why can't I... I thought it would be because the demo is... That is... I assume it's because I downloaded the US version. But for a moment I assumed it should be still up. Why is the time frame of this so short? I don't get this. To 18th, 1 AM. That means... Why is it... It's a really short time frame if you think about it. Just a few hours. Why do you do this? That wouldn't work either, I think. It's a really short time frame. I simply hope it would just check the date on the European version. Okay, back to the drawing board. Well, that is really annoying. They if I look at the date, they only make the demo available for literally, what is it? 3 to 12 would be to 5 hours, 8 hours. They only make the demo available for an 8-hour window. Are those guys crazy? Why would you do this? It's just the worst. Why would you do this? I didn't pay attention to the dates. What I could do is check the. I think I have a Japanese account too. I could download it there. The problem is in Japan. We already passed 1 AM, I think, and then it's tomorrow 1 AM already. So the demo isn't available there either anymore. The only place where it would be is in Europe, and I can't use this because I only have a German account, and I don't need PlayStation Plus for it. Great, it's fantastic. I'm literally really wondering why you do this. I mean, Why limit? Why don't let people play the demo whenever they want? It's a demo, right? I mean, you can somewhat understand it. Well, that is pretty unfortunate. What are we going to do? Technical difficulties. Oh, I have to do this differently here. Especially, why don't you have it running parallel in multiple countries? That would be, for my case, be somewhat great. I'm also surprised. I simply thought, okay, I just download it here and maybe they check the times, not internally, but I don't know how. I don't fully get. I didn't also pay attention to the times. I thought it would be like a 24 hours period where you could play it or something. No, it's 8 hours. A third of a day. Yay. I've never seen something like this. Usually a demo goes multiple days. I thought, okay, only till tomorrow. That's kind of short demo period. I didn't expect it to be just lasting 8 hours. That is unfortunate. So I could have played it earlier today, but not yet. That also means I would have to re-download the demo to play it. It makes no sense at all. Let me just try something really quick in the background. Let me try to find it. I should have done like an UK account or something. It would be probably easier. Don't play it over this. I don't want to have 20 accounts. Okay, why did it do this? So yeah, starting with technical difficulty is always a favorite of mine. That is really annoying. Especially that you need PlayStation Plus for demos in Germany. It's just the most stupidest ruling on earth. Okay, what else could we do? You have an idea what we could do. It's probably not the best solution, but it's a better solution than not playing at all. Just need to set it up. One moment, please. Oh, I have limited time in the demo too. Well, why do you do this? Like, I don't get it. There's some demos I can from I don't know, the early 90s. I can play today if they could make them run. Like, come on. why is this a thing? Especially it's a digital download on my hard drive. It should be no. I hate limited demo times. And don't call it a demo. Call it a beta or something like this. But then it's not a demo. At least not the classical sense. I mean, wow. Only 8 hours? And then I think you can only play for 30 minutes or so, right? So it ends after you have played 30 minutes. Something like this. Isn't that the case? Well, but I have an idea what we could do otherwise. Let me just try to find something really quick for this to work. I mean... we could find not really a true workaround. Okay, that could work. So we could do instead. Maybe then I can focus a bit more on stuff. What we do? We just watch a stream of the demo. What about that? I put it to 4K so we don't have that many artifacts. I turn off the They just remove the option. Okay, now I'm curious. Let me just double check something really quick. Why is this demo not 20 minutes long? Don't fully understand that. You can deactivate this? Also, I need to make sure I find the correct demo. So there's some uploads. They look pretty similar, I think. Length is the same too. I'm just very confused by it. Maybe it has to do with the resolution setting I use. No, you can deactivate this option? Is this something not correctly loaded? I'm just really curious now. I didn't know that you could do this. That is just very strange to me. Like you can deactivate annotations on YouTube, and I found a video who plays, I think, the demo, but he has no annotation. The option to deactivate annotations is gone. That is weird. Yeah, it seems to be the same demo. It looks like it. So I don't care about the other stuff. I hope that it says it has no commentary. So that's good for us. So we can just listen to the demo stuff. Okay, so let's watch the gameplay together for half an hour. That's all I can basically do. Sorry for the inconvenience here. I did not check the times. I just thought, okay, 7 p.m. Today, that should work totally fine. I could not imagine that you would do something like this. Kind of weird. Okay, so here's how it should have looked, and I hope that's the right demo, but I assume it is. It's 30 minutes and it was uploaded today. Village gameplay part 1. I don't know what part 1 means, but whatever. It's in 4K, so that's why I chose this thing here. It's by a guy called MK Ice and Fire. Shoutouts to him for uploading his gameplay. As you can see, his thing down there. Can I? No, I don't have the thing prepared for stuff. So I would say we just see what's going on together. Sorry for abusing his gameplay here, but I don't feel like I have a really different thing here.
In life and in death, we give glory.
Hello? You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
It's you, the child's father.
Child? Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose, yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen into darkness.
What are you talking about? The monsters?
The castle bell heralds danger. They're coming.
No. Wait. Where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
Rose is here?
Oh, my microphone is muted all the time. I'm stupid. Yes, so just disclaimer here again. I stream a YouTube video that I watch currently. So as a result, the game looks a bit more muddy and not as crisp as it would look if I would stream it playing it myself. I'm not sure if this is on PlayStation 5. I assume it is. Then maybe it's on PlayStation 4 Pro or something. Yeah, the muting. Sometimes I just drink something, then mute myself for a moment so I don't have to hear my slurping. And there was a cutscene, no talking anyway, so I forgot to unmute myself again. It happens. I think I need a fifth another monitor with a big red sign "You are muted" or something on it. But I found it out. It's better than never seeing it. So we, the good old goat, that's funny. Oh, so the little Mr. Raccoons are now goats. Also, we read about lichens, which we also already see in the trailer. I'm really curious on which system he plays. So you don't have to do all the riddles. That's also good, so I can't fail. I like the idea of it. It's another one not recorded in 4K though. Just check that one here really quick. I paused that in time, I promise. It's another dude playing it on PlayStation, but he also only recorded in 1080p 60. Oh, there's the lady from the trailer. Some shrines, rituals. really interesting. It's the direction of it. It's like this village, even though it's snow, it distantly reminds of Resident Evil 4. The engine and some of the effects is clearly Resident Evil 2 and so on. Rip goat. Yeah. There's some tearing on my screen. On his screen. Oh, it's gone. Interesting. Let me just check. Can I start this again? Yeah, again. The game is recorded 4K 60 FPS on PlayStation 5 and will include full game, all endings, boss fights. Okay. Well, we leave a like for him. Do it in the background. That's also recorded on PlayStation 5, just for people wondering. Okay, this doesn't look good. Did you see the stuff there on the ground? That is stuff. I noticed stuff like this instantly. It seems like these objects look interactable, like or destroyable or something, and as a result, the lightning on them is wrong or whatever. Did you see this?
Okay.
Ah, the good old shotgun. I like that. See those sacks there? It seems like the lightning is completely off. They look like what do you call it? Where is this? What is it called? Alien, maybe. That's they look alien in that room. You know what I mean? A lot of door opening. With a shotgun, I haven't seen how many rounds he has. Okay. Doggos. Question is, are they as annoying as the Dark Souls dogs? Or are these some of these lichens? Yeah, they're pasted. Everything else looks relatively good, even though now this is where this scene YouTube compression has a lot of trouble, so everything looks a bit more muddy than I think it would look when you would play it normally. I'm actually surprised by that. I think we haven't seen something like this in the other Resident Evil games like 2 and 3. But yeah, now through the movement, through the field, stuff looks a bit muddy. Good shot. Yeah, now he shoots like I shooting. Like that. Could be me. There's basically no difference. That was a good shot. Stop moving. This looks kind of scary. So we're not... That looked unpleasant. Ah, he removes the adaptive triggers. Adaptive triggers, for people who don't know, the PlayStation 5 controller has R2 and so the triggers, that is R2 and L2, they are called adaptive triggers. And what they do is, there is basically force feedback on them. So there can be some kind of pressure on adjusted by a game that makes it more difficult to press those buttons, and so you get a better feeling for pulling a trigger of a weapon, something like this. That's the idea behind it. And it seems like in this situation he found it a bit annoying, so he turned it off. It's interesting detail here. I assume it feels probably, it can be cool, but in a shooting sequence it can be a bit annoying, because you need more force to press the buttons. Maybe needs a bit to get used to, I don't know. But good to know that this game supports adaptive triggers.
Please.
What is she doing here?
What are you
Spoopy.
doing here?
Stay back.
Please, don't hurt us.
Whoa. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just glad to see normal people at last. Have you seen any other survivors?
No. They're all in Louise's house. And she's not answering and the gate is locked.
Quiet girl. He's an outsider.
Oh.
I like the garlic in the background.
Can your old man walk?
No. One of the monsters cut him. He's lost a lot of blood. We have to get into Louise's house.
Quiet. Must be a way inside. Stay here. Be quiet. And don't move until I get those gates open.
Was that a lag or an animation glitch? If, one animation transferring to the other could have been a bit stuck or whatever. You saw it too. Yeah, now we're not going for the big arms. I think we only have one. I didn't see only one shot with the shotgun. Though it's not worth using it yet. Why is she shouting? Because she is what do you call it? She's afraid. And yeah, it's delivering. Either there was a cut or there was something weird. Oh, classic toilet. Yeah, that seems to be like a cut.
Come on, it's clear.
Hurry! Hurry!
Also, we saw this.
Oh, you're welcome.
What's interesting?
He's not used to relying on other people. I'm sorry. We'll be safe in here.
He uses this medical stuff that he
That's for sure.
flushes over his nose. What's the
Hey.
word?
Do you know anything about what's going on around here?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us.
Nobody's answer.
Father? We have to get inside.
Another goat, I assume. Yeah, we saw this liquid medicine stuff that he... What do you call it? If you put it out of the bottle over your hand or something. I don't know the words. It's sometimes strange words like these, I don't know.
Hello? Anybody home?
Maybe a familiar voice. Louisa! Open up! It's me, Elena!
Stop shouting. You'll draw the monsters.
Julian, calm down.
Who's this?
A friend!
Stay back.
Father! For God's sake, Julian, let us in.
No, they'll smell the blood. You'll
Empty,
endanger us all.
maybe.
My father will die out here.
Pour.
That's
Yeah,
not my
pour it
problem.
over his
What's
hand.
going on?
That's the word.
These people want to let a dying man into our home.
Come now, these people are our friends. Go on, go inside.
Everyone's so friendly.
You're not from this village.
No. I'm Ethan.
Julian, go make yourself useful and check the grounds. I said go!
Don't shout. You lure the monsters.
Well, if Elena trusts you, then so do I. Come inside.
Probably a bad idea. I should just stay outside and go somewhere else.
Wait here. I'll check on the others.
Who is it? I broke it again. Got more livestock. Gonna read the rest. He's a really fast reader. Yes, Mother Miranda abandoned us. Okay. Photo album.
This way.
Yeah, I'm coming in a moment. Just looking at this photo album here, which is probably totally private and should not concern me.
inside. The others are waiting.
The others.
What the fuck is this? Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Quiet, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
We were doing fine by ourselves.
Please, Ethan, take a seat.
Is this
Can't
all
he-
that's left? From your entire village?
All that's left. All that's left? There is no one left. A worthless invalid, a stupid, wailing bitch, and you drag a bloody man and an outsider in here like it's nothing, and expect to be all safe? There is no safe. Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half. But tomorrow we'll all be dead. Just like her damn husband. Put a sock in it, Roxana!
That's enough! This house has protected my family for generations. And drunk or not, you are all welcome and safe in here.
Whatever.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know.
Shout.
One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming.
Wait, Louisa. Where is your husband? Did they?
No. No, he is out there. Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help.
Let us pray. For him. For all of us.
Good idea. Come. Gather.
Why couldn't Ethan give him some of his medicine stuff? There was a cut again.
Great ones, hear our voice. Together as one in reverence, we call on thee within the endless dark to deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice and await the light at the end. In life and in death, we give you glory, Mother Miranda.
Now, the tea should be ready. Come help me, Elena, please.
That prayer. I've heard it before. There was an old woman near the graveyard.
You mean the hag? Dumb bitch is crazy as a bag of rats.
There is wisdom in her devotion.
Great one. That sounds Cthulhu.
I hope it protected her as it shall protect us.
What are you doing?
Leonardo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Father!
Elena, no, stay back!
No, let me go!
We have to go!
Let him go!
Elena?
I said no! Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Father.
Hey, that wasn't your father anymore. You did the right thing. Elena, no! There's nothing you can do!
Papa!
This entire place is collapsing! You couldn't save him. He was already gone.
Leave me alone.
No, we're getting out of here. Together. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, that turned out to be a huge problem. was somewhat to be expected, I guess, because that's simply how Resident Evil works, right? Somebody gets bitten or something or hurt by a zombie or a monster, then he, except for the protagonist, of course, and he starts turning into a zombie himself. There seems to be some immunity, and it's always the protagonists who are immune. But it makes sense, I guess. Like, playing this game without getting hurt once, probably pretty difficult. Key. You can open it. No, even better, screw something. Was it screwdriver or was it a lockpick?
Damn, the fire's moving fast.
Yeah, it was screwdriver, okay. Now we can drive a car. Is it a sequence where we drive the car, or can we drive the car ourselves? That would be pretty strange, I guess. Yeah, that car looks in totally perfect.
We can bust out with this.
Totally perfect. Okay, he just wants to destroy. There's no gate for it. Hit the gas. It has. Luckily, it has no airbags.
Ethan, are you alright?
I'm fine. Let me back up again.
The fire. There isn't any time.
Nowhere to go but up. Grab on. Hurry.
Interestingly,
Let's move.
genius plan.
Don't worry.
It is.
Try not to breathe in the smoke.
I know.
Yeah, just hold your breath.
You're kind. I hope your family is safe.
I do too. Once we get out of here, maybe you'll get to meet them. Come on. It'll hold. There. That's our way out.
Thank God. But what then? The village is still full of monsters. We can't fight them. There's too many.
Hey, don't talk like that. We'll find a safe house to put you in until I can find my daughter. My hunch is she's in that old castle.
No. That place is full of nothing but blood and death. And I don't want to be alone while you're... Father?
Elena, no. That's not him. Not anymore.
He said my name. Father!
Wait, it's not safe. Stay there.
I would say her prediction,
Come on.
Andre's prediction is pretty.
Ethan, go. Save your daughter.
Yeah, all right now.
Elena, don't give up. Reach for me. Damn it.
No.
Why is everyone dying on me?
Rip.
This is just too much.
He's probably gonna die later. Cut 10 seconds later. I also expected her death, to be honest.
I just don't get it.
I also expected that. Poor woman. I hate this game. It was fast.
Why the fuck is this happening again? Shit!
Demon's Crest.
Who's there? Stop! Mother Miranda! Hey! Who was... What was that?
Death. Yes. Death has visited them all.
That's funny. Yeah, that's right. The skull look on her stuff looks like it laughs when she dies. It's indeed funny. It's a cool detail. Classical Resident Evil riddle, like that. Keen eye. Can't tell if this is a sequence. I assume it is.
Nothing but blood and death. Huh?
It sounds like fun. And I think that's the end of the demo. Yeah.
As the midnight moon rises on black wings, we await the light at the end.
There's the thing there.
In life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
Pretty cool.
We're almost there.
We already saw this, so we can stop that here. I also think that Kierdan maybe wants to initiate a new vowel shift in English. But yeah, kind of interesting demo. Yeah, I don't know. It's always, I mean, it's Resident Evil. Of course, a lot of people just die. I have these sad moments. I saw the umbrella sign. Yeah, exactly. You saw this right. We just.
We await the light at the end.
I don't fully know what's going on with that, but yeah, there's the umbrella sign on this thing here. This little umbrella. It's not an umbrella, but it's the scheme of the umbrella. Maybe they put more backstory to this. I don't know. Oh, you can see my mouse cursor. There it is. Good eye. Yeah, kind of fascinating.
Hello?
The child's father.
Talking about monsters? Wait, where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell.
Let's go back to the woman again real quick. Yeah, there you see the skull moving. Well noticed. So I don't know what to say. It's interesting. Looks in some areas it looks really good. There are some areas where it doesn't look that good. That could have to do with the YouTube stuff. Oh, we watched it at 1080p. That is why is this video running at 1080p? That's sorry. I saw I initiated 4K. I can't watch on 4K anyway, but it's simply get a better visual quality. Maybe if we now return to the field there. Here, this area. It looks a little bit better, right? I did not notice. I could swear I put this to 4K. My mistake. But nobody... It was HD anyway, so I lied at the beginning. But now we see it. It's a bit more crisp. Like this scene, you see it's more crisp now.
Did they?
No.
Even though I don't have a 1080p monitor.
He's out there.
But the quality simply is increased with on YouTube with the higher resolution.
Yes, that's it. He went to fetch.
So her husband might be still alive and somewhere out there. Maybe we meet him, maybe we find his corpse. That's a poor woman who falls for it. I mean, I don't know. What I sometimes don't like, when it comes to sequences like these, is that I hate when I have the feeling seeing a scripted scene and it feels like the what do you call it, the script is just more powerful than I am as a player, if that makes sense. It's simply a scripted scene, you can do nothing against it. And especially if you feel like, okay, her death is totally unnecessary, like there would be multiple ways. I know, why can't they kick in the door there? There must have been a door or window was blocked or something. There was like, I don't know, didn't they find a crowbar or something in the garage or what it was, where they found the car? The plan also of him wasn't that genius as Kirdan pointed out. Genius plan. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is part of the cheesiness of the game. And I get this. If you think about Resident Evil 2, there are also a lot of stupid things in this game, especially Resident Evil 3. We will see when we play through that game in the future, that there's also like some stupid stuff going on there. It's, in that regard, kind of part of the Resident Evil cheesiness. A problem, I think, with these newer games, because they are different from the old cheesy games from the late 90s, is that they are newer games. So I guess you would expect less cheesiness. They feel kind of less cheesy, but if you look at them, they are as cheesy as ever, if you think about this. And I don't know, if this mix sometimes works out for the series, maybe it's just because I know the old games too, from the PlayStation 1 era, and just learned to accept, yeah, that's how it is. And I like that they portrayed this old game in a 2018 or whenever Resident Evil 2 came out, game again, the remake. And in that regard, it's a bit unusual to see this kind of cheesiness again in this. Like, of course, her father comes burning. How did he come up there? Like, he was burning there. There was rubble on him. Somehow he survives, and of course he calls the name, oh no, father, and then she goes to him. I mean, she shot him a moment ago. And yeah, risk her life. I guess, sure, it's her father, so you can kind of understand it, that it's probably difficult, but wouldn't criticize her for trying to save him. But yeah, there's nothing you as a player can do against this. You just have to watch this. That's, I would say, a bit frustrating. It's overly dramatic in a way. I feel like her death could have been easily prevented in some way. They were close to the window, and of course they took all the time. Then of course how did they follow them? I mean, I guess they destroyed the wall that protected them or whatever. I don't know. I just feel it kind of strange that it's suddenly impossible to leave the house. And of course it's burning. There's a fire and so on. And of course they just fall down, and she did not try to reach or said, yeah, just go. Usually, I don't know, I feel like people, when they panic and want to try to survive, I think usually your drive to survive should be stronger than this, if you know what I mean. And she didn't even try to reach the hand of Ethan. I feel like that could have somehow worked. And of course, that he's turning in the room and nobody can stop him or so. Really unfortunate set of events. It's like, okay, I mean, we have at least a weapon. We could have shot him, and of course, enemies in this game takes multiple shots. It's, yeah, a bit overly dramatic in my opinion. It doesn't feel really naturally developed. And I mean, story-wise, like in a book or so, or in a movie, this would of course work, but I'm usually a fan of giving the player options and choices. I know that therefore Resident Evil is probably not the right game, because it's usually a pretty linear game experience, but I don't know, sometimes I feel like stuff like this is a bit unnecessary. If that's an interesting point. That's also what I sometimes criticize about, for example, Cyberpunk, that there's some scenes I can't change, or there's nothing I can do wrong. Well, in other areas, I suddenly have options and can change the outcome. In some cases, I cannot. And it feels a bit inconsistent. Yeah, games like these are more into... I mean, it's not like this. You have control. You can shoot enemies. You can just run through, close the door behind you. You have options in a Resident Evil game always, and I assume you have in this games, but not in certain areas. That's where I usually feel like games conflict when like, we know how good players can become at games, like playing games, how good some players, for example, if you look like pro Counter-Strike players, how well and how fast they hit their headshots and so on. You know that players maybe could pull it off. I usually like it when a game does something. Okay, you can in theory save her, but it's insanely difficult to do so. I have no problem with this, and you would be like, wait, I can save her? I'm not just trapped in a... It reminds me of Outlast 2, yeah, probably also a game that's somewhat similar to this. I mean, this is just a game, and a lot of games do this, not just Resident Evil 8 doing this. But I feel like I prefer when game give you options to change things, and I mean the strength of the medium video game is, in my opinion, or what video games are about, is interactivity. Like, you as a player control parts of the game, and then sometimes the game takes control away from you to tell the story. I feel like that games only should do this if they have a very good reason, or want to portray something where the player simply can't change anything. And like, these usual overly tragic moments would be cool if you could just do something different there. I would like if more games would go for this approach, but they don't do. Like, a classic example of my favorite games of all time, maybe my favorite game of all time, with Final Fantasy VII, Deus Ex 1, for example, did a lot of stuff like this. There's like a scene where the game tells you, no, don't go there, don't do this, but you can do it anyway. And it's very difficult, but if you manage it, it changes parts of the game. And you say, wow, that worked. I did not obey what the game was saying me. I was not trapped in a cutscene or anything. I could just say, okay, instead jumping out of the window and escaping, I could also stay and fight. And if I manage this very difficult fight there, then suddenly things become different throughout the story, which is pretty cool. There's actually a bigger impact on the story. I know that only very few games do this, and that's why I also dislike it a bit when people compare Cyberpunk 2077 to, for example, Deus Ex 1, because Deus Ex 1 just did this better in many ways. It wasn't open world, though, and the scope of the game was far smaller, but still you had those very, very surprising cool moments where you also makes it worth playing the game multiple times and so on, if you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly. It was also about Crazy Village people, Outlast 2. That's true. In that regard, it's a bit unfortunate that so little games do. I know that it's very difficult to do, because you have to think of all kinds of possibilities. What happens if I save this person for the rest of the game? What implication, what impact has this on the player? And this also often means that there is maybe a bit content in the game that the player can miss, that the player does not find. Some players maybe not able to pull this off. Okay, we have to fight 10 guys and shoot them, and maybe I don't have enough ammunition, and maybe I don't have the aiming for this or whatever to defeat some enemies. And I constantly die saying, okay, it's simply not possible, or I'm supposed to die there, but maybe you can pull it off, and then the game has a reward for you. And I like this philosophy a bit more than like having content that not all players might find, changing the experience a bit. That's usually the games I dream of, games doing this. And I hope Cyberpunk would do this, and it rarely does it. It does it simply not as well as Deus Ex 1, not even close. And Deus Ex 1 is over 20 years old. It came out, I think, September or August 2000. So almost 21 years ago. It's kind of impressive how this game still does stuff better than games today. Especially some of the level design and so on. It's pretty good in this game. But yeah, I guess for open world it's more difficult. And this, though, however, Resident Evil is a more linear experience. So as a result, you could change things. But I guess a lot of those story games, let's call them, they of course have a story and they want to tell it, and they do it. But I feel like sometimes you have to simply hide some stuff better than this. I assume simply it's like what do you call it in English? A wink, something like this, right? A wink to the old games. Yeah, exactly. Until Dawn does it. You have multiple outcomes and endings, but it's also more like a movie, a playable movie with different branches where you have to do certain things different at certain points. Usually, I think in maybe I'm wrong, but maybe in Until Dawn, you usually know, okay, this is a point where I can do things different. Maybe some exceptions in the game, but at some points it becomes pretty clear, okay, I can do either do this or can do this. The game is pretty clear about it. I like it when the game is not clear about it. You know what I mean? When it's not obvious that you can. I guess Until Dawn also has this, because they're probably it's more like a movie, exactly. And usually Resident Evil is also like a pretty good game. But I would just wish they would, if they do stuff like this, like let this woman die, she could have died just earlier and it would have made more sense. Like carrying her through the house, doing all the stuff, and in the end there's no payoff for it. And the payoff, saving her, could have been, in my opinion, did differently. You know what I mean? It often feels unsatisfying. It's also, as we talked about this in some of the Cyberpunk streams, sometimes it's pretty unsatisfying when you go into huge effort and detail as a player and to try to save. And okay, now I leveled up. I'm almost level 40 or something, and I one-shot pretty much every enemy in the game that is imaginable, and we are just totally broken. The game would need an army to kill us if we would not die in one shot, but that's a different story. But we took out hundreds or thousands of people in this game already. We are basically a living one-man army, absolutely legend. And then you have like scenes that are very unsatisfying, like the Judy quest line. It always ends kind of bad, and I feel like why would this be? I'm one of the most powerful beings in this world suddenly, and I can't defend this play, for example, Clouds, from attacks from the tiger claws. Why wouldn't it be possible for me? And then you went through all this hustle trying to free those people from the oppression of the tiger claws, and then in the end, you lost, and it happens off screen. You have no way to interacting with it. Like the game gives you the goal. Okay, the payoff is saving those people, and then in the end they are not saved, even though you went on multiple missions to accomplish this, and then the payoff feels very disappointing. That's the same with this scene, as you said. You did not want her to die. It's just for like to create an emotion, but it's not very elegant or subtle in the way they did it, because at the point we went up the stairs here in this scene, in my opinion, it was clear that she will not leave this house alive. Like this scene here with the top thing. Yeah, that's a window. We only have to go like, I don't know, 5 meters, then we are free. And then, oh no!
The place is full. Father?
And then we have this cut, father appears, cut, both die. That's how it worked. It felt like, okay, I did expect that exactly something like this would happen. I did not expect it would be so stupid, but like look at this thing here. This, what do you call it? I don't know. Chat, help me out. What's the word for this window covering thing? I don't know the English word for it. But yeah, I mean, wouldn't 2 adult humans not be able to somehow break this? Like, come on, game.
Elena, no. That's not him. Not anymore.
And also, there's a door. As you now can see it. When we jumped down, I saw a door. I wasn't sure if it was on the right side though. But yeah, there's a door. Why can't we open that one? Oh no, there's a bit of wood in front of it. Like, I don't get it. We have a gun. We can just shoot through the thing there. I don't know. We could definitely make something work, I feel, to open this or go. It doesn't look like it's impossible to get through this. And of course,
Stay there.
and I don't know how high this is. Like, why can't she jump here and grab our hand? And yeah, I feel like this is just a stupid scene, in my opinion. It's totally unnecessary. This guy, even if he survives, he's dead anyway. He's heavily wounded. He lost his sanity, and then I don't know. It's of course not a deal breaker for this game. It's still probably a pretty good and fascinating game. But I see this a lot in games, and I wish simply games would stop doing it. It's just a bit annoying for me personally. I feel like I can't attach to this in any way emotionally, because I just feel like the situation is ridiculous and these circumstances of death. Like, just think about it. We met this woman here in this place at the beginning. Like, wait, what is this? 25 minutes, she dies. We met her at around 11 minutes. Yeah. Then we go through all this trouble in the game, climbing around, doing stuff. Then we have to convince this lady here and this guy with a gun. He also has a shotgun. Why doesn't he shoot the father? We don't know. Speaking of, where is this dude, by the way, with a shotgun? Just curious now. Is he not in the room? That's an interesting detail. Maybe that is her husband. Maybe it is. And she tried to find an, what's it called? First I thought maybe people believe he's dead. You know what I mean? Maybe he has like some dark secret. Where's this guy with the head? Well, let's watch this again. I'm curious. There's this dude, the angry dude.
Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Quiet, Anton.
This guy is very wounded. It's not the same guy. And the rest are women, except for this man here, which we already knew. Kind of interesting. He's gone. Okay, he probably is outside somewhere though. So that's what she meant. And when she talks about him, he let's see if we can find the scene there.
What are you doing?
Leonardo, what's wrong? you okay?
Yeah, he's missing, totally. I think this scene here. Yeah, see how she stumbles a bit, explaining where her husband is?
Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help.
It seems like she's making this up right now on the spot, where she doesn't know where he is. Maybe there's some darkest secret, but she dies too, so I don't know. Still pretty weird. Yeah, and then this was 11 minutes, then we have to climb on the roof, convince the people, talk, do a prayer, and so on, and then, I don't know, walk through all this house, to the car, find the screwdriver, go up, and then 25 minutes, the last survivor also dies, and I feel like that feels, I don't know. When I saw these people, I know, okay, they will die probably in some shape or form. That's pretty Resident Evil like that. Finding people usually means they will die. Except as they are main characters and they don't look like those. So the question is, how do they die? And I feel like we go through relatively fast through, 15 minutes almost, 14, 13 minutes of trouble. And then in the end, they die anyway, and we can't do anything about it. I feel like I would like if games would... Well, you could design this more elegantly, in my opinion. But yeah, it's not the only game where we see this. We see this in all games, sadly. That is when gameplay and storytelling go different ways and say, okay, we can't have this woman all time around Ethan or something. We need to get rid of her. How do we do this? Okay, let's just kill her in a fire. In a pretty stupid way. Like, that sometimes, I don't know, I'm not the hugest fan. I hope you know what I mean. Or can somewhat relate to this. So, I don't know. I always feel a bit unsatisfied. I feel like the payoff is not that great. And it doesn't touch me then emotionally. Because I feel, okay, I saw them. And maybe that's just me and my mind being very analytical when it comes to stuff like this. Usually, I rarely get surprised by films or stories when I see them. I usually can expect... just by the tone or what I see, what there is to come, and in that way, I often have a very analytical way of looking at films, if that makes sense, or stories in general. And I felt like, okay, I expected those people to most likely die. Would have been surprised if they didn't die. Then we saved the daughter and said, will we save her? That if we save her there, that might mean that she is a more important character for the story. If she's not a more important character for the story, then she probably will die too, because then it doesn't matter if we save her, even though it would make ourselves feel a bit better. Yeah, it would have been smart. But she also makes an interesting point. When there's a point in her dialogue that she makes herself, where I knew, okay, she will die. That was her death sentence, basically.
The village is still full of monsters.
This one here.
But what then? The village is still full of monsters. We can't fight them. There's too many.
Hey, don't...
See, she makes a good point. There's still monsters out there, and I can't fight. I'm just a normal, weak human. I probably can't handle guns that well. I don't know. So she probably, yeah. I felt like, okay, at this point, when she points this out, she's probably gonna die. And that's just very, very unfortunate. We also saw the parts of this stuff here from the trailer, and we saw some of the daughters that we also saw in previous trailers at the end there. Oh, I think when we open this thing here, somewhere here. Would have been cool if we could save her and just bring her to a safe place or something, and then maybe, I don't know. Like, there are multiple ways you could do stuff like this. Just imagine, like, a very simple example. Let make it, give me a decision. Either she dies there in the house because I did something wrong, or make it very difficult and you can somehow save her. And if you do so, where was the other, the cornfield thing there? And if you do so, for example, later in the game, you find, like, I don't know, a letter or something, or some additional ammunition, or I don't know, maybe a key for additional save point, or I don't got. You have multiple options how you could implement this. And okay, if we save her, we get, I don't know, in this village area, an additional save point or a save space point. If we don't save her, we don't, or make things different. That would have been cool, in my opinion. I think it was here before somewhere. It takes a long loading time because of this. Yeah. She also has a weird crest thing here on the back of her head. Can we see her face or something? No, we don't see her face. But it's definitely, I think, one of these daughters of this tall woman, or whatever they're called. And she just vanishes. I mean, stuff like this is okay that I can't follow her or fight her there or whatever. I'm cool with it. Not every scene has to have like a billion options to change things. It's just, would be cool if stuff like this would be a bit different from time to time. Just if you let her, if she dies, make it. Don't make it like this. Yeah, that's the vampire. The big vampire lady has some daughters. It seems maybe it's in the trailer somewhere. Yeah, here. See the big vampire lady, and these are daughters, sub-vampires. I don't know what they're called.
Mother Miranda has always protected us.
You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
The question would be if we find...
Ethan. Poor Ethan. Ethan.
Ethan Winters.
Mr. Winter. Ethan. Thank you
Yeah, see?
for waiting. And now
Let me just go back again.
We can bust out with this.
That was the demo scene. That's also in the trailer.
Icons and gentlemen.
See, she also has one of those... Okay, it was her, maybe. Maybe this is Mother Miranda or something. Here's the big vampire lady. She also has some of those crow wings. That's maybe... I saw Orthodox icons. Yeah, makes totally sense, I guess. I assume this guy is a brother of the big lady. But yeah, this is maybe a Mother Miranda, I assume. There's also like a child or something. I don't get it. But yeah, because this crest thing here is the same as we see in the other scene. See? There's also like something like a bird wing or so. So this is maybe Mother Miranda. Or whoever that is. Spoopy. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that was our Resident Evil stuff and analysis of this. I hope you enjoyed that one. You mean in the demo? Or in the trailer somewhere? You mean here in this scene somewhere?
There is n in the house. Just like
This house has. You are all well. One day we were a quiet, devout village.
Oh yeah, you're right. You mean in the scene where she is maybe I forgot.
Who's there? Oh, stop! Mother Miranda!
Yeah, you said it. Okay, yeah, you're right. Good. Kierdan with the knowledge. Well, I just recognized her thing there. But yeah, then it must be Mother Miranda 100%. So Mother Miranda confirmed. That's her. Interesting. Oh yeah, you're right. That is the husband of it could be the husband of whoever that is of this other woman, right?
Mother Miranda!
Yeah, he has a hat, you're right. Now I remember the hat, right? Yeah. No, I get it too. I was too focused on the thing here. Maybe. That is true, but I feel like this thing here is definitely what we see in this one ladies and lichens and gentlemen scene. Wherever that one was, I've never found it here. Somewhere here.
And gentlemen, we thank you for
Oh no. Broke the illusion. Yeah, she had the thingy there, so I assume this is Mother Miranda. With her crow wings or whatever. Exactly, around her head. That is right. The halo, exactly. And we also see black feathers, so I think that must be the same. Beautiful angel.
We thank you for waiting. And now let the games begin.
Interesting. Okay, so with all this said, shall we now take a short break and switch over to Cyberpunk 2077? I know no one is waiting for that, but I still want to complete the game at some point. And there's still a lot of stuff to do. We wanted to get level 40 today. We want to do some more side missions, I guess. Stuff like this. So, I would say I take a short break. Eat something very quick. And then start Cyberpunk in the meantime in the background. Is there anything else? I don't know. Something like this. So, you can always mute this here. That might be right back screen. Screen, not screen. It's a be right back screen. And I hope you enjoyed this so far. For the people watching the VOD, I will split this here then and start the Cyberpunk section in a separate VOD. Okay, you're going to book club, so perfect timing. Thank you for being here, Andres. Wish you a lot of fun in your book club. And yeah, see you maybe later or on the Discord. And yeah, for all the others, see you when we continue with good old Cyberpunk. So see you in a moment.